So it's my pleasure to be with you this morning to explain you in a few minutes what is CATIA strategy and even more important, where we want to invest in coming years. And I will share with you the main direction in terms of investment, in terms of development for CATIA for the next 3-5 years.
제가 몇 페이지씩 이렇게 넘어갈 때 잠깐 요약을 해드리겠습니다. 카티아 전략과 향후 3년에 이르는 우리 카티아에 관련된 전략에 대해서 설명을 해주실 예정입니다.
The world's CATIA strategy is expressed with this slide to support what we call the CATIA vision. To shape the world we want to live in. What does it mean? Shape. From the beginning of CATIA, we want to shape every object, and now we are really able to design whatever existing object in the world, traditionally car, plane, but also boat, bridge, building. So now with CATIA we are able to design everything. And more important, what we want also to design is what we call smart connected object. Whatever it's, the new function, the new experience we can have with an object, our will is to give the capacity to design, to simulate this new concept. We want to design and to define an object by its geometrical definition, but also by the way it will behave. That will be capacity to play what we call the experience.
예, 저기 카티아는 다양한 인더스트리, 12개의 인더스트리를 지원을 하고 있고요. 그 디자인부터 시뮬레이션에 이르는 전 과정을 카티아를 통해서 지원을 받으실 수가 있고, 특히 스마트 커넥티드 오브젝트라고 해서 그 오브젝트 간의 이런 연결성을 카티아에서 진행을 해서 B랩, 우리가 이제 바운더리 레프레젠테이션이라고 하는 지오메트리서부터 시뮬레이션에 이르는 전 과정을 지원을 한다, 그런 얘기가 되겠습니다.
The engineer population we want to address is for sure our traditional mechanical engineer, and still today 80-85% of our CATIA users are mechanical engineers, but so more and more designer, and as you know stylist people are not exactly engineers, but also system engineer, meaning that today we have more than 1 million CATIA users in the world. And all these engineer CATIA users are here to, as already explained, to develop, to support what we call smart connected object. And you have here some illustration of new solution developed with CATIA system. And as you see, it's not object of the past, but really object of the future, with more and more investment in terms of additive manufacturing, in terms of connected object, in terms of IoT. And this is a complex slide, so I will not go in detail, but just to express where we are in terms of investment. We are today at what we call the step 4 experiential engineering. What does it mean? Today we provide more and more solutions to around knowledgeware, to give you the capacity to reuse and to capture inside CATIA all the legacy, all the know-how of the company. And you will see in coming years more and more solutions, more and more cobot, the capacity for the tool to help you engineers to do your job. In the near future, we invest more and more in new technologies such as machine learning, intelligence artificial, to provide to the next step. And what is the next step is really no more only the knowledge, but also the way, the best practice, the way to use the software. In other words, really the ambition of CATIA is to free up time to give you as designer, as engineer, to spend more time on design of the product and less time on the product in itself. And I will, in coming slide, explain the 3 main trends, what exactly we mean by this experience engineering capability.
예, 방금 전에 그 전 차트에서는 그 카티아의 사용자 이제 저희는 세 부분으로 나누고 있고, 디자인 부분, 엔지니어링 부분, 시스템 엔지니어링 부분 이렇게 나누고 있고, 그 다양한 그 스마트 커넥티드 오브젝트에 대해서 말씀하셨고요. 우리가 지금 많은 그 산업에서 적용하고 있는 적층 그 설계 혹은 적층 제도라고 불리는 에디티브 매니팩처링 그런 부분이 있고, 지금 향후에 나아갈 부분은 예전에 이제 바운더리 컨디션, 뭐 이그젝트 솔리드 만드는 그런 부분에서 나가서 지금 엔지니어링 쪽에 그 익스피리언스를 접목을 시켜서 뭐 난리지어라든지 이런 쪽에 이제 접목을 많이 하고 있었죠. 버전 5까지. 또 지금 버전 6도 그렇고 향후에 나갈 거는 지금 이제 머신러닝이라든지 아티피셜 인텔리전스, 인공지능 이런 것들이 이제 굉장히 많이 얘기가 나오고 있기 때문에 이런 것들을 지금 현재로는 이제 저희가 엔지니어를 도와주는 코봇이라는 컨셉으로 시스템에 넣고 있는데 이런 것들이 이제 실현이 돼서 향후에 엔지니어링 시스템과 같이 접목이 될 예정이다. 이렇게 이해를 하시면 될 것 같습니다.
So, the first trend is really how to improve the designing experience. And for that, sorry, as you know, and it's more and more common, design is less critical. What we are now providing is more and more an experience. Just to illustrate that, I've taken one of the famous now CATIA customer, Tesla, and as you know better than me, Tesla today is not designing a car, it's really designing an experience. Starting by the showroom, where you can buy a Tesla, it's a completely different experience, until the way you can charge the tank, and everything, all this experience in design inside CATIA. So it's far more than designing a product. Today we can consider that a Tesla car is more a big mobile phone rather than a car. Just to illustrate, sorry. I prefer to use. What does it mean designing an experience? I take the Tesla illustration, I can take another one. So it's more and more common. I want to use my car, so I order by a mobile. So the car will pick me up, recognize that it's me. You see that it's more designing a car. And also more and more, and you will see, and we already some experience in that domain, the car will travel as a fleet, with a leader, with follow. After, how to simulate also this experience, because imagine that one of these cars has to recharge, we have to change the leader, go to the stations. So this is a new way to travel, but also we have to still to be for sure more and more secure. How? And this is a traditional illustration, to be sure that the way to work is safety. Whatever the condition, so during the day, during the difficult condition, but also during at night. So how to design this product, this experience? So I will not go in details, but just to say that today we are already able to design this kind, no more than a product, but this kind of experience. So here it is with our functional modeling capability, where we design this, so it's more focused on the last one, I mean the cyclist experience, sorry. But just to say that what I showed just before is not science fiction, it's already reality. It's already what we have to more and more to develop. And already in CATIA, we are able to have this kind of results. And one of the challenges we have in that domain is really we move from the capacity to design mechanical, electrical and control system to what we call now cyber system experience. More and more, the solution is part of system of system. If I take one more time the example of the car, today my car could be an autonomous car. It's driving most of the time in the city, and the city is a connected city, is a smart city. How to develop this connected smart car in a smart environment is more and more the challenge we have to address.
잠깐 요약을 해드리면 그 테슬라가 이제 저희 그 카티아를 사용하고 계신 그 테슬라 아시죠? 전기차 그 우리 시장 파괴를 하고 있는 테슬라에서 저희 걸 사용을 하고 있는데 테슬라는 이제 전기차고 주로 그 제품 디자인보다도 익스피리언스를 어떻게 제품에 녹아내느냐에 이제 중점을 두고 있는 그런 거로 이해를 하시면 될 것 같고요. 그래서 디자인이 제품 디자인보다도 경험을 어떻게 제품에 녹여내느냐 쪽으로 무게가 이동하고 있다라는 걸 이해를 하시면 될 것 같고요. 또 하나는 그 데모를 보셨는데 저런 가상 환경 속에서 도시 모델링도 돼 있고 뭐 우리가 커넥티드 카라고 얘기하지 않습니까? 자율주행차가 시작이 되면 차끼리 다 통신을 하고 차와 도로가 통신을 하는 이런 커넥티드 월드가 필요한데 그런 것들을 이제 이 버추얼 세계에서 다 시뮬레이션 해보고 더더구나 이제 세이프티에 관련된 안전에 관련된 사항까지도 시뮬레이션 해볼 수 있다 그런 얘기가 되겠고 그걸 이제 이루는 가장 핵심적인 요소가 이 사이버 시스템 익스피리언스라고 해서 가상 공간 속에서 시스템을 모델링을 하고 그러니까 시스템이라고 하면 각종 제어기까지 다 포함된 이런 모델이 되겠죠. 피지컬한 내용뿐만 아니고 그를 제어를 하는 소프트웨어, 하드웨어 이런 것들이 포함돼서 가상 공간 속에서 시뮬레이션하는 이런 사이버 시스템 익스피리언스를 다소 시스템을 지향을 하고 있다. 그리고 카티아는 지향을 하고 있다. 그렇게 이해를 하시면 될 것 같습니다.
So the second one trend on which I want to give you more detail is really what we call design histogram, and the first really critical point is virtual. Sorry, I'm still. No. Okay. Oh, I'm not so sure we need the sound. You know? Oh. Okay. So this capacity to crash the sound. Because I don't need the sound. So you see today what we want to address is to give the maximum capacity to user to use virtual reality. And for us, virtual reality is not something very expensive. It should be really affordable, and everyone should be in position in day-to-day activity to access to real-time capability.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, it's okay. I go to the next one. Another illustration of, we come back on that just after. So another illustration of the capability we want to provide is also more and more human animations. So this is an illustration. We announced that in the last CATIA release, in the 17X. And what you show here is the new capability you have in the NTX is really more and more to design the experience, to give the capacity to have human animations. So in this example is for TNM example, and where we see we give more and more the capacity with human gesture, posture, to validate the design intent. And I think that this one is. And last but not least, still in the virtual reality, as expressed, our first tool is to give access to virtual reality to everyone on your today desktop, especially today working with a company such as HTC. Here, this is a new features we'll provide in coming months. It is a virtual co-review using virtual reality. So here we have two people, Michael and Tudor. We want to do a co-review. So everyone is in the same session, is not obliged to be in the same room. It could be in different locations. Everyone is working at his desktop with the HTC Vive, and you see that we can have a co-review, a virtual review using the virtual reality capability. So we can explain the design intent very, very easily. Remember, we are not obliged to be in the same locations. We can communicate, exchange. We use traditional gesture to be sure that we agree on the today intent on what we have to modify. And it is ready for a very, very small cost. Only an headset, a very small piece of hardware.
먼저 디자인 영역에 대해서 잠깐 설명을 해주셨는데, 아마 오후에도 상세한 그 VR 시간이 있겠습니다만, VR 부분에 이제 첫 번째 아마 그 수소 핵 융합로를 보셨어요. 지금 한참 운영을 하고 있는 그 막스 프랑크의 수소 핵 융합로인데. 그에 관련된 30만 개 이상의 부품이라도 이제 지금 뭐 하드웨어라든지 소프트웨어 성능이 굉장히 우수해져서 저런 것들을 리얼리스틱하게 렌더링을 하면서 이렇게 운영할 수 있는 환경이 되었고, 우리 그 휴먼 사람이 거의 이제 실제 같죠. 실제 사람과 같은 이런 것들을 그 차에 안착을 시켜서 어떤 감성 품질 같은 것도 이제 체크를 해볼 수가 있고요. 마지막에 보여주신 거는 HTC 바이브가 이제 굉장히 저렴한 가격에 지금 공급이 되고 있는데 하드웨어가 소프트웨어도 굉장히 저렴합니다. 카티아에 들어있는 그게 코 리뷰하는 기능을 보여주셨어요. VR 장비를 서로 공유한 그런 같이 끼고 코 리뷰하는 마치 그 가상 공간 속에서 어떤 제품에 대한 리뷰를 그 설계자분들께서 같이 해볼 수 있는 카티아 장비에다 바로 꽂으면 할 수 있는 그런 것들을 데모로 좀 보여주셨습니다.
So the third direction is what we call design is science. What does it mean? That means that more and more we integrate inside CATIA more and more simulation capability. For some of them, we work for sure with our colleague from Simulia. And the first illustration is really what about our capability for additive manufacturing. And more you will see, for this capability, we have to be more and more simulation inside CATIA. And this is what we provide in coming years. So the first illustration is a new application called functional design, driven generative design. And give you the capability, as you see on this slide, really more and more to define the product you want to design using only the future characteristic, all the constraints you have, and you input that in the system, and automatically, and it's also an illustration of what I expressed in my introduction, how we can use Cobot inside CATIA. We'll define the best components taking into account your constraint. And as you will see in this slide, this constraint, you can provide not only one good solution from the system, but many good solutions. And after taking into account your strategy, your constraint, what you want really to achieve, you select the best design and after the best way to produce these components. So it's already existing because we announced this first solution in 17X. And now what we want to do is to go further. And you will see in coming year we add more and more new functionalities. And in this case, it's not only to design a component, but as you will see, is to design, is it working? Yes, it's design an assembly. And we see that now, so it will be available in a few months with the 18X, will be available, as you will see, to design an assembly.
방금 전에 보여주신 건 이제 저희 그 에디티브 매니팩처링 솔루션 중에 하나인데 사실 그 굳이 3D 프린팅을 염두에 두지 않으셔도 되고요. 밀링이나 캐스팅에 관련된 그런 제품 형상도 만들 수가 있는 솔루션이고 방금 전에 이제 단품만 이렇게 그 저희가 그 펑션 드리븐 제너레이티브 디자인이라고 얘기하는데 단품만 내다가 지금은 바운더리 컨디션 우리가 어떤 힘을 받는 볼트가 됐던 체결될 부위에 그런 힘들을 한다 그러면 그런 것들의 로드 컨디션하고 바운더리 컨디션을 주면 어셈블리까지 최적화해주는 형상을 최적화해주고 굉장히 경량화를 시스템이 알아서 해주는 그런 쪽으로 가고 있습니다. 전체적으로 많은 그런 그 앞으로 설계 방향이 경량화하고 어떤 그 시스템의 자동화하는 쪽으로 이렇게 설계 쪽이 흘러가고 있다 그렇게 이해를 하시면 될 것 같습니다.
Okay. And as a conclusion, all what I've shown is really based on the 3D experience platform. But as you know, in the CATIA portfolio, we have still for sure CATIA V5, and CATIA V5 is a very critical solution, and we continue to invest for the next at least 10 years in the CATIA V5 technology. And what you see here is some extract of all the capability we continue to provide, the new functionality we continue to provide inside V5. And just to take you some future announcements, in the next CATIA release, we will provide a new solution regarding die face, and we find exactly the same application, both in V6 and both in CATIA V5-6. And remember, when we say CATIA V5-6, is not for marketing purpose, is really the fact that we want, every time it's possible, because as you know, the technical architecture between V5 and V6 is not the same. So from time to time, we are for sure, let's say, a technical constraint. But as soon as it's possible, as soon as we develop a new solution in V6, it will be available in V5, and this die face application is an illustration of our commitment. So as a conclusion, I think you better understand why we say that CATIA shapes the world we live in. We do it for the last 30 years, and we'll be in position because today we are living a real revolution inside the, let's say, the CAD world, and we are really the best let's say, the best brand, the better position to provide in the next 30 years all what is expected by the design community.
마지막에 이제 보여주신 거는 저희가 버전 5도 새로운 기능들이 많은 새로운 기능들이 버전 6에다 우리 익스피리언스 카티아에다 포함이 돼서 개발이 되고 있는데 인터퍼러빌리티 측면에서는 버전 5는 계속 향상이 되고 있고 더구나 이제 지금 R28이죠. V5, 6, 2018 버전에서는 스탬핑 다이 하는 제품도 버전 5에 들어올 계획이다. 그런 말씀해 주셨고요. 저희 이제 카티아 커뮤니티 오늘 뭐 이런 행사를 가지지만 이런 다양한 인더스트리, 그다음에 다양한 고객분들을 모시고 이 카티아에 관련된 그런 새로운 이 세상을 형성하는데 카티아 브랜드가 좀 힘쓰겠다 그런 말씀 주셨습니다. 네, 감사합니다.